What's going on today, YouTube? It is DJ Domineer coming back at you again today with another reaction video. Today's video is going to be by DJ Academic. It is going to be on the new developments in the YSL case. So let's cue that intro right now. Whoa. Alright guys, I'm not going to waste too much time with this other than just wanted to say a quick announcement every episode, as I always say. Please, if you guys are liking this content, you want to see more of this type of content, it might be a good idea to check out some other videos, put down in the comments what you want to see next, and let's get right into this video. It's going to be called Gunna Released from Jail After Scoring a Historic Plea. He says he doesn't plan to tell on anyone. See about that. Let's see what Academics has to say, because he's, pretty insightful with this shit.
I became affiliated with YSL around 2016.
Oh yeah, I saw this on Instagram.
Is that true as it pertains to you, Mr. Kitchen?
The audio quality is just terrible right here with this recording.
Yes, ma'am.
YSL is a music label and a gang, and you have personal knowledge that members or associates of YSL have committed crimes in furtherance of the gang.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
I mean, he's not snitching, but I don't know. It just seems weird. I don't know. Let's see what happens.
You were present when law enforcement officers stopped the vehicle in which you were present along with Jeffrey Williams, wherein hydrocodone, methamphetamines, and a firearm were recovered.
Jeffrey Williams, by the way, is Young Thug, guys, in case you didn't know. Google it. Google his name, Young Thug, Jeffrey Williams, same thing.
These items did not belong to you.
Yes, ma'am.
And do you acknowledge the following statement? I recognize, accept, and deeply regret that my talent and music indirectly furthered YSL the gang to the detriment of my community. YSL as a gang must end. Is that your statement or acknowledgement?
Yes.
That's gotta be a hard position to be in. Statement or acknowledgement. I wouldn't even know what to say there, really.
Check it out now. Holy. Now.
You said that again. Let's try that again. This is funny.
Yes.
Check it out now.
Check it out. Oh, holy.
Check it out now. Holy. Now, pushing please, or is he pushing cheese? Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about Young Gunna.
He said, is he pushing cheese, pushing P, or pushing please? Academics is so funny with these videos.
He's been released from jail, and according to the cops, they claim the case with him is over. Now, this sounds...
Case of him is over? Oh, yeah. Oh, guys, let me do a little dance right now. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Alright, let's get back to reacting.
Sounds a little bit odd. He was supposedly facing up to 20 years in jail, even though we all agreed he ain't really had nothing to do with nothing. He got denied bond 4 times, only for a month later for them to say, nah, just go home, bro. You good.
That's ridiculous. So they deny him bond 4 times, and then 1 month later, okay, you can go home. You're good. I guess they never found any evidence that he had those drugs in that prison, because he probably didn't have those drugs in the prison, because he wasn't even there. It was a different jail that he wasn't even at, or he didn't have anything affiliated with. Sorry.
Good. Okay. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Gunna has struck an historic Alford plea, and we're gonna have to talk.
The rapper entered a negotiated plea known as the Alford plea, in which the defendant doesn't admit he committed the crime, but acknowledges that it is in his best interest to plead guilty. The charge Gunna faced was 1 count of conspiracy to violate the RICO Act. Gunna was sentenced to 5 years with 1 served in prison. The 1-year sentence was commuted to time served. The 4-year remaining balance on his sentence has been suspended and will be subject to special conditions, including 500 hours of community service. Well, community service is much better than prison, that's for sure. I mean, it ain't going to be the Ritz-Carlton, but community service is much better, miles better than prison.
Talk about that in the future weeks coming, because I guarantee as Rap try to figure out how the heck he got out of this junk, they're going to be trying to pinpoint and locate what that plea means. Now, the rapper negotiated a plea called Alford plea, which means he didn't have to admit he did a crime, but he also acknowledges that it's in his best interest to plead guilty for the crime, okay?
Probably true,
now,
honestly.
The charge that he faced was one count of conspiracy to violate the Racketeering Influence and Corruption Act, which
guys, I didn't feel like reading the whole thing there. I just said RICO.
Is the RICO charge,
yeah.
And he was essentially sentenced to 5 years, okay? Now, 4 of those years are going to be suspended. If you don't know what that means, basically, it's like probation with 4 years hanging over your head. If you fuck up, you go back for 4 years. However, he had to serve only 1 year in jail. Now, he's been...
It's something. I mean, it's not perfect. I mean, it ain't a perfect system, but it's definitely better than what or how it could have been. But we're still not out of the woods with Young Thug yet.
In there for about like 6-7 months. They commuted the 6-7 months, which means that's gonna equal to 1 year. So basically, he just gotta go home. Okay.
Yep.
Now he got out actually yesterday, and also he's gonna be required to do a few things. Number one, 500 hours of community service. He has to talk to kids and encourage kids not to get into gangs. Now he did put out a statement.
Wow.
He said, "While I've always agreed to be truthful, I want to make it perfectly clear. I have not made any statements, not been interviewed, have not cooperated, and have not agreed to testify or be a witness for or against any party in the case, and absolutely have no intention of being involved in the trial in any process in any way." Now, listen, however y'all want to think about this, let me just tell you my personal thoughts. I don't think Gunna snitched. I think Gunna told the truth.
I'm thinking about how he says not to have kids involved in gangs. That's weird how they did that. Like, They said he's gonna do 500 hours of community service to tell kids not to get into gangs, but he was in a gang at one point, or he is now, or whatever. So figure that out. That doesn't make any sense. He should just do straight up regular community service. I don't know. I'm no expert though, but sounding like he shouldn't tell kids to get into gangs when he is in a gang, that seems kind of low key hypocritical. I'm just saying. Y'all can say what y'all want in the comments or whatever, but that's what I feel.
Now, these are the reasons why some people might raise an eyebrow, though, okay?
Yeah, I'm raising an eyebrow right now.
Apparently, even though in a statement he says he will not take the stand, it is a condition of his plea that if he's called on to testify, he has to testify, okay? Even though he could claim the Fifth Amendment, which means he could tell on other people, but he can't. He has a right to invoke his Fifth Amendment, not to tell on himself. Now, here's the thing also that comes with this plea, okay? Basically, in court, and you guys saw the video, he swore that he has personal knowledge that members or associates of YSL have committed crimes in furtherance of the gang, and he's also said that he was more in the music side, and he said that YSL, the gang, must end.
Honestly, I kind of feel like he kind of was. I wouldn't be surprised if that's true, because this is the reason why. Let me explain. Gunna was brought up by Young Thug. Young Thug kind of influenced Gunna a little bit, so he seemed like he was more in like the music business side of it, honestly. I'm just saying because I heard of Young Thug way before I heard of Gunna. I didn't hear about Gunna until about like 2018, 2019-ish. So, yeah, it's kind of that probably is true more than likely.
Also admits, and he says, "I recognize, accept, and deeply regret that my talent in music has indirectly furthered YSL the gang to the detriment of my community." And also, he attested in a plea deal that he was in a car with Young Thug, whose real name is Jeffrey Williams, when officers pulled him over, and when they found hydrocotton, methamphetamine, and a firearm.
Which is basically lean, pretty much.
He's saying, "I'm putting it on the record, that gun and them drugs ain't mine," okay? Now, basically, and them drugs ain't mine, okay? Now, basically, you could kind of say this ain't pointing the finger, but it's the elbow, whatever you want to call it. But essentially, he is in a tough position, and he could be called on to testify. Again, I'm not here to litigate street codes and street rules. If y'all want to call it that he told, who knows? For some people, you ain't tell till you get up on the stand. Right now, I don't think nobody's going to trial, so I don't think he'll ever get on the stand. But if it goes to trial with at least one of these guys, basically this plea says Gunna has to take the stand, okay?
Okay, good news and bad news. I'm going to say the bad news first because I like to get it out of the way. Bad news is we're not completely out of the woods with this YSL case, especially with Young Thug. He's got like murder charges in there and shit. But Gunna, there's a little bit of progress going on with, at least he's in his prison sentence. at least his prison sentence isn't as long as it could have been. It's just straight up community service. But what they did with his community service kind of doesn't really add up in my book, and my feelings. So let's finish out this video, guys.
We will see, though. You guys get a comment box, but you guys like them, subscribe. Historic plea, but Gunna is actually free, man. Get a comment box, but you guys like them, subscribe. Do you consider him one of those, or listen? It's always what my man Wax says: selective politicking. I don't care either way. I love Gunna's music, man. Get a comment box, but you guys like them, subscribe to Which Academics.
I like Gunna's music too. But anyway, guys, that was the reaction for the day. If you like this type of content, you want to see more type of content, it might be a good idea to, subscribe to the channel, check out some other videos, And as usual, per the norm, as I say every video, DJ Domineer signing off.